All right, in this video, I'm going to walk through a little tax perk called the Augusta Roll. So if you kind of worked with me in the past, I've mentioned this before. It's a nice benefit for business owners where you can kind of rent out your house and the rental income that your business pays you, you don't have to pay tax on it. And this rule has existed before, but it was more on the personal side of things where if you owned a home and you wanted to rent it out, for Airbnb, the rental income that you get, you wouldn't have to pay tax on it. Well, within this section of the IRS code, it kind of benefits business owners as well. So I'm going to go through the rules in this video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. Thank you very much. All right, so I'm going to go through two slides here to kind of dive in a little deeper on this rule here. So like I said, if you kind of worked with me in the past, I've mentioned this. It's called the Augusta Roll. And the reason why is, where the Augusta, Masters golf tournament is held in Georgia, homes around the course would, they would rent, the homeowners would rent out their houses during the tournament. And, those people that kind of earned the rent didn't have to pay tax on it because it was just for a couple of days. And that's how this, rule kind of started. And that's why it's known as the Augusta Roll. But the specific IRS coding around this is section 280A G. So if you ever want to make reference to it, or if you ever go through an audit and need some support, that's it right there. So essentially the rules are, you have a primary residence and you're renting your house out, right? And it's got to be 14 days or less in a calendar year. And the income that you receive by renting your residence, you don't have to pay tax on it. So, and on the next slide, I'll kind of show you how to do that in your tax return. Now, in this section here, there's really no reference to business owners. So that's where this kind of benefits the business owner, right? Where, because it doesn't define that if you have a business, you can't do it for a business. So just say you own a business and you want to host a board meeting at your house, right? So the business will, pay you $500, right? To kind of host this board meeting at your house. That $500 that the business pays is the deduction on the business. So a deduction kind of reduces the profit, which, profits, as is what you pay tax on. So it reduces your profits. And then you yourself are getting $500 and you don't have to pay tax on that. Now, unfortunately, for the business side of things, this is like, S Corps, LLCs. But if you're a single member LLC or sole proprietor, unfortunately, this rule does not apply to you, or you can't take it. You can't use this for your business, unfortunately. So let's go through some more requirements here. So one of the things in this IRS coding is you can't use the home for parties, right, or entertainment. However, if you can have it for like an offsite retreat. So just say your home, you wanted to have an offsite retreat for all your employees, you can do that, right? Or you can host client events at your house, right? And again, your business is going to pay you, is kind of like your home is like a venue and your business is paying a venue. So your business is getting that deduction and you're not claiming that as revenue on your tax return. Now come kind of the specific and the rules that you want to make sure that you're following. So if your business is paying you, right, and it's paid you over $600, you want to make sure that your business is issuing 1099s, right, to yourself, because your business is paying someone, right? So it's kind of like a contractor in one way. So it's 1099 MISC or 1099 NEC. And when you get this, now you got to figure, all right, the IRS has a copy of this, right? And they know that I got paid, call it $1,000, right? Because I rented out my house. Well, on Schedule E of your personal tax return, you're going to report that $1,000, okay, of rental income. But then under other deductions on that same schedule, you're going to put $1,000 and you're going to make reference to the Section 280 AG, saying non-taxable income. So then you got the income of 1,000, deductions of 1,000, the net is zero. So you're still kind of showing on your return, but you're not paying any tax on it. Then you're probably thinking, all right, how much can my business pay me each day to have these meetings or host these events and stuff? Well, I would recommend going to other sites like Zillow, Airbnb, and see what other venues are charging for daily rents. And you got to look at the square footage too, right? So if you're trying to compare your dining room where you're hosting this event to, this large, wedding venue, it's not in the, wedding venues getting, $20,000 a day to host an event. That's not going to be comparable. So you got to look at the square footage, and just make sure it's comparable. You're probably looking at, a couple $100 a day, which is why this rule is kind of like hidden, but, a couple $100 a day can kind of add up. This doesn't impact your home office deduction because your home office is strictly your home office, right? You're supposed to have 4 walls, a door, and that room is strictly to be used for a home office. So by having like a board meeting, you're not going to have a board meeting. You're not going to be entertaining clients in your home office. So that you can still take this home office deduction. It has no impact on this. And then you want to have like a rental agreement, right? So you want to formalize this. So you and your business should put an agreement together, have it, executed, signed, kind of stating, the terms, the amounts and everything, and keep this on file in case you ever get audited. So going back, this is called the Augusta Roll, and it benefits individuals just by themselves. But more importantly, if you're a business owner and kind of looking for additional kind of deductions, this is something that you can kind of look into. Again, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so and leave any comments below. Thank you.